Hello everyone, my name is Yasmin and this is Yasmin's Ethereal Insight. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So for my first video, we will be doing a pick a card reading for October 2020. We'll be looking into some predictions, what you need to be aware of, and what tricks or treats may be in store for you this month. So we have 4 sets of cards here, and you're going to choose which one you feel the most drawn to. We also have crystals that are attached to each card, so if you feel drawn to a specific crystal, then go ahead and choose that set. Now for the first set, we have Tiger's Eye as the crystal. Now Tiger's Eye is a stone that brings along protection. It brings along good luck, prosperity, and it helps us with our willpower and our confidence. Now for set number 2, we have the Universal Stone of Love, and this is called Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz brings along trust and harmony in all of our relationships, and this doesn't just have to pertain to love relationships. This could also be relationships with our family members, relationship with our friends, co-workers, even the relationship with ourselves. It promotes self-love, healing, everything like that. Next, for set 3, we have Lapis Lazuli, which is one of my favorite stones. Now this one helps stimulate psychic abilities. It strengthens your intuition and really helps you bring in that inner power and that wisdom that you have. Now for set number 4, we have Amethyst. And this is the stone for healing, calmness, and just helping you recenter. Okay, so I just want you all to choose which set of cards you feel drawn to most, or which stone that you feel drawn to most. And once you do, let me know in the comments. Hello everyone, if you are here, that means that you chose set number 1 with Tiger's Eye as your crystal. So let's get started. We're going to see what you have in store for October 2020 and what tricks or treats you may have coming up for you this month. So for your first card, let's see what we have. Okay, so we have Cauldron, and it is a little verb here, synergy and healing. So this is a pretty interesting card to start off the month. With cauldrons, this is usually, witches are, mixing the pot, putting some mysterious things that no one really knows what they're doing, but then it manifests into something huge. Now, with this card, as for what's in store for you this month, I feel like you're manifesting something new into your life. You're really working hard to have some new changes, some new beginnings, and no one really knows what you're doing at the moment, or perhaps no one should know. You should keep things as private as possible this month. Let people be surprised. But it looks like whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you've been working toward, is definitely going to come into fruition. It looks like good things are coming. You know what you're doing. However, with Cauldron, when you receive this card, it's saying not to throw too many things in there at once, if that makes sense. If you start putting a whole bunch of different items into the cauldron, then you might get a spell that kind of is a dud. Something may not work. So the advice here that Cauldron is giving you is to not put your eggs, don't put too many eggs in one basket. Don't just try one path. I'm also feeling like there's a lot out there for you. You need to be aware that there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of different things out there. So don't just follow one single path. I feel like definitely new beginnings are coming for you. You're about to witness a huge transformation in your life, and it's going to be such a huge something that you've been working towards, something that you've been manifesting is on its way to you, and you've been so resilient, you've been working so hard, But I feel like you need to enjoy the path as well. You've been kind of working a little too hard. Perhaps you may be working 2 jobs. Maybe it's not maybe you're working 2 jobs, or maybe you are trying really hard to take care of your family and you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you right now and you're not really taking the time to enjoy yourself on this path. So I'm seeing that you really need to just enjoy what you're doing, and take some time to just relax and try not to work too hard. Again, I'm feeling like whoever chooses that one, you may have 2 jobs, one traditional job where you're working for someone, and then you have another job where you're working for yourself and you're trying to really build something different for yourself. But either way, this card, is really great. So we're gonna leave that there. And now we have Blossom. So this kind of reiterates what we saw in Cauldron. So Cauldron is showing that you're working towards and you're manifesting a new beginning for yourself. And then we have Blossom. So this is kind of showing that you're definitely on the right path this month. You're creating the life that you want, and you're really putting it out there into the universe. And not only are you saying what you want, you're actually going out and doing it. You're doing what it takes. So this month you're gonna see more coming back to you. You're gonna be putting that effort in and you're gonna see it come back to you tenfold. So with Blossom, things are working, things are blossoming. And then we have Healing Begins. Okay, so with this card, there may be some things that you may feel are holding you back. Perhaps you're feeling, you may be feeling a little, I feel like there's something that you are feeling guilty about. I'm just getting that based on my own intuition. It feels like there's something that may be holding you back. Perhaps you may have children, and you feel like you may be working a little too hard. Or there's just something that's holding you back. You just feel like you want this so bad. It's something that you've been, really looking forward to, but there's just something that you feel like you may be feeling guilty. You may be feeling like, am I worth it? Am I worth this? Do I even deserve this? So really, during your time this month, you're gonna have to find confidence in yourself. Believe that you deserve this. Believe that good things are coming to you. Push away that darkness, that insecurity that you have, that fear, and you just really have to let it go. And healing is coming this month. You're gonna heal once you see that you're blossoming, that you're creating something amazing with Cauldron. And these cards are just perfect. And remember, with Tiger's Eye, this is the crystal of prosperity and good luck. So this is another omen that good things are coming for you. So, okay, look, coming together. So everything is coming together this month of October. So you're not there yet with Cauldron. You are working on it. You're working on manifesting and creating something beautiful. You're blossoming. You're glowing. People are going to see it in you that you look different, because your mindset is different. You're changing and you're making changes and you're healing, and everything is just coming together. Your loved ones are supporting you. The right people are supporting you, and they believe in what you're doing. And just in general, everything is coming together this month. Now, you may not have everything set. That business is not yet ready to be put out, or whatever the case may be. Just know that it is coming together and you are on the right path. So now we have the Fool. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Seven of Coins. So with the Seven of Coins, this was the first card. Sorry, that's how it was. So with the Seven of Coins, you've been waiting a long time for something, and you're kind of getting a bit annoyed that it really hasn't come to pass or come to fruition. With the Seven of Coins, this is all about waiting around and knowing that you have potential. You have all this fiery burning energy, and other people can see it in you as well. people know that you have what it takes, but you just feel like you haven't been able to really show what you're made of. You feel like you haven't shown the world that fiery energy that you have. There's a lot of passion burning up in you, and you just feel like you've been sitting on the sidelines, like you're ready to just put your name out there. You're ready to just go 0 to 100 right now. And then we have the Page of Wands. This just confirms that you're ready to just paint the town red. You're ready. You have so much energy. You have energy bursting in you, and you're very excited right now. You may have some good news that you want to share with people during this time, and you just have a lot of energy. So during this time, I also feel the month of October, you should, you know, do something that gets you moving. Maybe exercising, or if you're not really a person that likes to exercise, do something that moves your body, you know, like dancing, even taking a walk, or just having sex, you know, like anything that gets you moving, gets you excited. Burn some pent-up energy, okay? So next we have the Ace of Cups. This is a great omen, and this just confirms the new beginnings that we're seeing for you. So the Ace of Cups denotes, you know, a new beginning emotionally. You just feel overjoyed. And if that's not how you're feeling right now, definitely by the time October ends, you're just gonna feel so different than what you've been feeling lately. You're gonna feel like your cup is filled to the brim. New opportunities in the emotional world are going to present themselves to you. You're going to be feeling very loved, and you're just going to feel very content. There's going to be possibly some new monetary gains there, where you're going to feel like you're set, like you're going to feel comfortable during this time, that you know, you're going to just feel comfortable, like things are good. You feel emotionally stable. And lastly, we have the Fool card. So there may be something now with Cauldron that you're working on that some may consider foolish, or maybe you're kind of psyching yourself out, like we saw with this card with Healing Begins. There may be something that you're feeling like, you know, I can't do this, I just can't, it's not meant for me. Whatever the case may be, you just feel like you're not able to do it. But the Fool card is saying, you know, it's time for you to start. It's really time for you to really jump in that water and swim. Like this mermaid, she's just sitting on the rock, and she's looking out, and she's yearning for something new. She's yearning. She doesn't, maybe she's like Ariel, and she doesn't want to be in the water anymore. She wants to go on land, you know? So this is kind of an omen to start that new beginning. What is it that you want? What is it that you are trying to manifest and create? Whatever it is, you need to go out and get it. Even if someone else thinks it's foolish, or if you feel like it's foolish, if you feel like, can I really do that? Well, this is your answer. You can. And you better go and do it, because you are being guided. You have a huge support system. So go out and get it. Lastly, we have the Seven of Swords. So with this card, I feel like, I'm not sure, like I feel like this card, well, this card traditionally, the Seven of Swords, is all about sneaky energy, but with this card, I feel like there may be some things here, like we talked about, that you need, that are you're beginning to manifest, that you're going for new beginnings, all of that. But the Seven of Swords, I feel like despite those new beginnings and despite that support system, you will have to be quiet about some things. You know, the Swords is all about communication and social media. So whatever it is that you're working on, whatever that new beginning is here, try not to tell too many people. Oops, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. So sorry. So whatever that new beginning is, I feel like you have to keep it under wraps. Don't boast about it on social media. Don't really talk about your plans, except for, you know, a couple of people, maybe even just 2 people, because this is the card literally says 2. So it could be just saying, you know, find 2 people that you really are close to, people that you trust, but don't really post your your information, what your next steps are on social media, because even though you do have that great support system and you do have people that are going to be proud of you, there's still going to be those people that are behind the scenes, kind of, you know, like haters. So overall, I do hope that makes sense. And I want to thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Please let me know if it makes sense. Hello everyone and welcome. If you are here, that means that you have chosen set number 2 for your reading, and you have also chosen rose quartz. Now let's jump right into what's coming for October, what predictions are coming your way, and what tricks or treats we may have in store for you this month. Alright, so let's see our first card, and our first card is Midnight. Now, there is a clock in the background that has conveniently stopped ticking, and this woman is kind of enveloped in the dark. During this time, you may be feeling like time has kind of stopped for you in a sense. You may be feeling like, yeah, like the clock has stopped ticking, and you may just be feeling kind of like there's a lot of darkness around you during this time. You may be feeling a little depressed, maybe feeling a little alone, especially since we have midnight here. Maybe you might be having some trouble sleeping at night. There's just something that's really affecting you during this time, and you feel like time has just stopped for you. You feel like, you know, you're kind of hopeless during this time. You just feel stuck in this current moment, this period of darkness. Let's move forward. I feel some kind of heavy energy here. So manifest. We have manifest. We have helpless and hopeless. We have trust. And we have sacral chakra. So let's see. So with helpless and hopeless, this just confirms what I'm feeling with midnight. There's some kind of darkness that's holding you back at the moment. You're feeling stuck in time, and you just feel you're kind of wondering, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? You know that better days are coming. You know that this is not the end for you. You know that whatever situation you're in is definitely gonna get better. This is not the end of your story. Better days will come, and you know that there is something out there for you with the sun in the background, but you just can't help but feel that it's so far away. You just feel so helpless, and you just feel so hopeless and depressed at the moment that nothing really feels, you know, good for you. And then we have manifest. So with this card, it shows that you are trying to get yourself out of this funk. There's something, you know, you're actively hoping, you're actively manifesting something better for yourself. And this kind of looks like a heart, doesn't it? And then with the card, the stone that you chose, rose quartz, which is about, you know, our love life and our heart. You're trying to manifest better days in your love life. There may be something going on for you this month in which you just feel kind of down when it comes to love. You're manifesting a better love life. You're manifesting a better love to come into your life. And you just feel hopeless. You may be walking away from a relationship that you had a lot of hope for. And perhaps you feel like the reason why you feel so stuck in time at the moment is because you probably feel like you manifested this person. You felt like this was your person, since we had this card directly after midnight. You may have felt that this person was the one for you, and then they came along and just brought nothing but disappointment. You know, you felt like there was so much potential, but there wasn't. And then the next card we have is trust. So despite what you're feeling, despite that feeling of hopelessness, you have to trust in the universe that a new beginning is coming your way. This is 0. This card is 0, which is known to be the Fool card in tarot, which is new beginnings. New beginnings are on the way for you. You just have to move away from what you know. With manifest, when we're going back to the original tarot cards, we have the Magician. So with the Magician card, I feel like the person that you may be, the person that is making you feel this way, it seems like they kind of showed you a part of themselves that was lovely. That part of themselves that they showed you was what you manifested. That what they showed you, what they initially gave to you, is what you wanted from love. Sorry. And they showed you a side of themselves that you loved, that you wanted, that you felt was perfect for you. But with the Magician, as all magicians do, they play tricks on you, and they essentially trick you. So it seems that there is someone that has you feeling really depressed and feeling dark, and feeling hopeless. But you need to be aware that a new beginning is coming for you this month. It just looks like a breath of fresh air. A complete new beginning is coming, and I feel like you're manifesting that for yourself as well. Not only have you manifested that in your love life, but you are someone that has been working hard, not just in your love life, but you've been manifesting something in your love life. But this blueness over here, this also shows me that you're trying to work on something else as well. And it looks like that part of your life is showing a new beginning. Of course, you're gonna have a new beginning in love as well, but I feel like you're not really meant to focus on outer love at the moment. You're not meant to focus on a love with someone else. You need to focus on loving yourself and completely loving yourself, and not just saying, yeah, I love myself, yeah, whatever, you know. Like, you need to really have a sit down and really truly heal inward. And I feel like you're gonna do that with whatever else you're manifesting. Whatever, if it's a new career, if it's a new job, a new business, a new way of life, a new diet, whatever it is, you have to go after it. And then lastly, for that, we have sacral chakra, which means that your sacral chakra at the moment is blocked. Now, this is our second chakra, and it's a bit, this one, wait, let me see. I think this one, okay, so this one is located 2 fingers. I think it's above the navel, above our belly button. Now, the sacral chakra, it's all about sexual energy, pleasure, our emotions, our desires, and our feelings. And when we have our sacral chakra blocked, this just means that we're not expressing our emotions. We're kind of keeping them inside. We're wallowing in that darkness here with midnight, where we feel like all time has stopped. We're hopeless, and it's just showing that you're not letting it out. You're not telling people how you feel. And I feel like, since this is also appearing as a love reading, and we have rose quartz, which is the love crystal, I feel like you're not really getting your needs met when it comes to love. Even when you're in relationships, it seems like you're the one that goes above and beyond. You're the one that is really working hard for the relationship, and the other person is not really putting in enough work, and they're not really having your desires met. And since this is kind of, since the sacral chakra also deals with sensuality and sex, you may not be getting the pleasure that you deserve when it comes to these relationships, and you care so deeply for this person that you are kind of letting them drain you sexually as well. So there's a lot of repression in your love life. There's a lot of things you're holding back. You're not able to, you know, get what you deserve sexually. You're not getting what you need emotionally either. And let's say you are in a relationship and you're hearing this and you're like, well, the sex is perfect, but you know, it's the emotions that are not well, or maybe the emotions, you know, vice versa, whatever it could be. You know, if the sex is bad, then the relationship is not, you know, going well. Or if the relationship is going bad and it's the sex that's good, that's still also toxic. I mean, it's something that you really need to work on. But yeah, sacral chakra, you know, you're not crying it out, you're not expressing yourselves, and you may be ashamed of, you know, letting your partner know, or letting just people in general that you have sex with. You're not letting them know, hey, this is what I like, this is what I want, and you're just unsatisfied. So right now you're feeling an imbalance in your love life, and this may seem small, but this sacral chakra being blocked is showing that it is creating imbalances in your life. So a way that we can work with our sacral chakra is that we have to deal with whatever we're suppressing, these emotions that we're hiding, and we're trying to, like, you know, say that it's not a big deal. We have to let go of those feelings of guilt. We have to let go of those feelings of shame. You know, just accept the flaws that you have, accept the flaws that these people have, and accept that sometimes we may make the wrong decision sometimes. Whatever it is that you need to accept, you have to. Whatever it is that you need to let go of, you have to, because you're not gonna be able to be whole. You know, you need to find relief, and there's a lot of things that you need to let go of. Let go of that feeling of shame. Let go of not saying what you want. You know, normalize saying what you want, normalize saying what you feel, and normalize letting go of things that just aren't working. So yeah, let's see. And something else I want to mention about the sacral chakra, people that have this unblocked, people that have it blocked, usually these people are radiant. They're you know, so amazing. Their personality is spontaneous, happy, creative. But when it's blocked, they just feel so down. And you can tell that they're not happy just by their eyes or the way they act. This person is usually so happy. But when it's blocked, their mood is completely changed. They don't even seem like themselves. And people that have this block, they feel very unmotivated. And they keep having the same repetitive, dysfunctional relationships. So for those that have chosen this, set number 2, you may have just gotten out of a relationship that is sort of repeating one that you just left. So you're kind of repeating that same cycle, and you need to essentially let go, because you're going to keep having that same bad experience. You know, if you don't heal this sacral chakra now, then there is a chance that you may get into another situation like that. But let's hope that it's not. And you need to remember that you are important, and you will get love that you deserve. So then we have the 9 of Swords. You may be feeling a lot of anxiety during this time. You may be feeling like you aren't good enough. You just feel very down and just very stressed out with the 9 of Swords. We have someone crying in the background. Let's see some other cards, what we have with it. So we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords as well. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, so the 2 of Cups, this is a love card. This is a relationship card. So this is denoting that you may be in a relationship with someone, but since it's the first card, then this could mean that you were previously in a relationship. Whatever the case may be, there is someone in your life that you have feelings for, that you love, that is a recent love partner. Now with the 7 of Swords, it seems like they haven't been completely honest with you. There is something that they are hiding. There's a part of themselves that you don't know about, or that side of themselves has already come to light, and this is why you're feeling, this is, you know, why you feel the way that you do. You finally see their intentions, or you're becoming aware of the kind of person that they are. You know, the smoke and mirrors are finally being shown to you. And then we have the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. So I feel like October is going to be kind of a stressful month for you. You know, it's going to kind of be a realization that something in your life is not working. And I feel that it's love-based with the 2 of Cups here, the sacral chakra. and the hopelessness. All these cards, especially with rose quartz, there may be something going on in your love life that's really depressing you, and you just, you know, it seems like the relationship essentially is over. The person that you are with, or if this is an ex or someone that you're thinking about leaving or have already left, this is just confirmation that it doesn't seem like they are the one for you. With the Ten of Swords, you just feel a lot of mental agony. You just feel like you're drowning with this person. It just feels like no matter what, it's always going to be a fight with them. No matter how hard you try, you just feel like you can never win with this person, whoever it may be. Their intentions are not pure. They've been lying, and no matter how much you love them, they're just not right for you. You guys are not right for each other. And then with this card, like I said, the Nine of Swords is all about anxiety. But I feel like this person, they know what they're doing to you. And I don't think that they want to lose you. I see that they value you a lot. But you know, this goes back with the Seven of Swords, smoke and mirrors. I feel like this person, they may value you. They may have these feelings for you. I do see that they do love you. Or they may have loved you, but they don't know how to love. This person doesn't know how to love. And they kind of want... they want what they want, and they're not going to put in the effort like you are. They're not going to put in the effort to the relationship like you've been putting, as you can see here. And it seems like, you know, he or she, the partner you may have, will kind of make a sob story and try to make it seem like they're the victim, or make them seem some type of way, and you're gonna trust your intuition, trust that little voice in your head, realizing that, you know, this person is just smoke and mirrors. They're just trying to play victim here, and you need to release them. And then advice, we have the Hermit. So I'm seeing that it's just meant for you during this time. It's just meant for you to take some space and clear your mind, clear your head, and really just focus on yourself. Focus on that self-love that the rose quartz is bringing in for you. With the Hermit card, you know, I feel like you're not really meant to be focusing on love at the moment. The only love that you're meant to focus on is self-love. And the best part of self-love is letting go when you know that something is not working. When a relationship is stressing you out and making you feel like you're drowning, it's better to just be alone and not focus on that. Focus on that person. Don't focus on them anymore. Take some time out for yourself. Have a mini vacation. Do something that takes stress off of your mind. Go do something that makes you feel at peace, makes you feel at home. And you're gonna see, once you take this break, you're gonna see that you're so much better off without this person, and you have so much to offer this world. And you're gonna see that light at the end of the tunnel again. You're meant to trust yourself, trust in the universe, and just know that you are so worthy of a good love. Love shouldn't be a struggle or toxic. Hello everyone, so if you are here, that means that you have chosen set 3 with lapis lazuli as your spiritual stone. Alright, so let's get started. We're going to be looking into October 2020 to see what predictions are coming along, what new beginnings may be coming, and what tricks or treats we have in store for you. So let's pull our first card. Alright, so our first card is the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. So with this card, it seems like something in your life has passed its expiration date. There's something that you need to let go of. There's kind of a dead end in your life at the moment. I think you're already aware of what it is that has passed its expiration date. You kind of know, have an inner knowing of what you essentially need to let go of, and you need to sink your teeth into something new. And I feel like you're already on your way to that. There's a new opportunity, there's a new door opening itself to you, and you won't be able to get to that until you accept what you need to walk away from. The underworld is symbolizing the death card in tarot, and with death, death always brings along new beginnings. A huge transformation is on its way to you. Something that you've kind of been a bit comfortable with is kind of, you know, it's really gonna dramatically change your life, but for the better. It's gonna bear, you know, fruit. It's gonna bear a lot of good things for you. Like this says, where all things pause and begin again. So you may have been feeling stuck. Like I mentioned, you may have been feeling like you were in a dead end, but now new beginnings are coming for you this month, and you may be already having a feeling of what those new beginnings could be. So the next card we have is awaiting results. Okay, so this just confirms this card that you already know what it is that's coming for you. You have a feeling of what's coming, and you're already taking those steps with awaiting results. You're taking those steps to start igniting those new beginnings. You're ready to really put it into plan. And with the seven here represents the 7 of coins in tarot, and the 7 of coins is all about persistence and patiently waiting for what's coming. But of course, during that time of waiting, you have already planted those seeds, and as you can see, the tree is becoming alive within her, and she already has that apple here to show the work that she's been doing. So for the month of October, I see you just putting things into plan. I see you finally beginning to make those steps, and you're already seeing a bit of progress. And by the end of October, I definitely see you're really gonna see that door wide open. But just for now, you already know what's coming. You already know how to prepare for it, and you're definitely going for it. Now the next card we have is win or lose. Now this is the number 5, and this one represents the 5 of swords. So with the 5 of swords here, with the awaiting results and the underworld card, I feel like there's the thing that you know you have to let go of. I feel like it's something that you kind of have grown accustomed to. It's something that you are comfortable with, something that, you know, I don't think that this is something that you want for yourself. It's something that you feel like you've grown out of. You know that you've grown out of it. You know that it's time to start something new. But with the 5 of swords, there's kind of like a regret. It's kind of like a bittersweet, and you feel like even though you're letting go of it, and you know that it's a good thing to be letting go of, there's still a part of you that kind of feels like, you know, you're losing something. So during this month, you're gonna kind of feel like at a tug of war. Like you're very excited for this new beginning. You're excited for what's coming. You're excited for this huge change, but at the same time, it kind of feels bittersweet because you've been knowing what you're leaving. You've been knowing it for so long that it's kind of, even though you know it's a dead-end path, even though you know it's not going to bring you much in the end, it's still something that you kind of feel comfortable in. But so during the month of October, you're gonna kind of be going back and forth with those feelings, like I really want this, but man, you know, like I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss what I previously had. So you're gonna kind of feel back and forth, but you need to keep looking ahead. You need to see what it's gonna bring you. It's really gonna help you rise up, and it's really gonna help you create a life for not only for yourself, but for your family and your future family. Okay, so next we have solar plexus chakra. Now this is one of the many chakras that you have, and this is your 3rd chakra. Now with the 3rd chakra, this is the 3rd chakra's function is all about our ego, our self-identity, our personal power, self-belief, and self-worth. So with this card here, it's showing that your solar plexus chakra is blocked at the moment. It's kind of out of balance, which means that you're kind of questioning yourself, you're questioning your path, and you're not really trusting your intuition, which is funny that we see that, because lapis lazuli is all about trusting our intuition and our psychic ability. So it's so interesting that, you know, these correlate together. So you're really hesitating. There's definitely a part of you that knows that you are meant to be on this path, but at the same time you're really just hesitating. And I feel like you're kind of wanting someone else's approval. You're kind of wanting to hear what you're doing is okay. You want someone to let you know that, yeah, if you go down this path, it's gonna be great. You're gonna have everything you wish for. Like, you want that reassurance, because you're making a pretty big decision at the moment. And even when it's a small decision, you still feel like you like to hear from other people. You like to hear what they think and their thoughts. But you really need to start trusting yourself. You need to trust that inner guidance that you have, and you can't question what you've worked so hard for, because this is what you've been wanting. This is what you've been working for. And now that it seems to be getting real, you're kind of scared. This is just showing that you're kind of scared, and you're kind of feeling bittersweet about it. You're kind of feeling a little bit regretful. You're wondering, can I really be who I want to be? Because you want to go down this path. You want to go towards where this woman is looking, but you're so accustomed to what's behind you that you feel like, I've known this my whole life, and now I'm changing directions, because the underworld is all about transformation. So you're going under a huge transformation now, and you're just feeling like it's not meant for you. Like, you just feel, you know, scared. So you really need to, you know, get rid of this feeling. And I know it's easier said than done, but this chakra is a golden yellow color, like a ray of sunshine. And, you know, when this is unblocked, we feel a glow of self-confidence. We feel empowered, and we don't feel distracted from our path. But right now you are feeling distracted from your path. You're second guessing yourself. You're questioning yourself. So you really need to get this unblocked. Yeah. So transformation is coming, and the best way to get this unblocked is to just believe in yourself and just know that you are worthy of this. You are worthy of the path that you are going on. You are worthy of this fruit that's about to come to you. So just realize that and come into your power. Trust your intuition, especially with lapis lazuli here. This is a good luck charm to you, letting you know that you are on the right path. If you're looking for an answer, if you're looking for someone to tell you that this is the right path, it is. So the next card, okay, we have control. You need to control these thoughts that's going on in your head. You really need to recenter yourself. Know that you are worthy of this. Know that this is where you are meant to be. And who you were in the past, that doesn't matter anymore. What you did in the past, it's behind us. You were meant for something greater, and new beginnings are coming for you. So you may be having some anxieties. You may be having some thoughts in your head that are kind of obnoxious, a little too loud. Like, you just feel, you know, that you just have to keep reminding yourself whenever you have that hint of doubt in your mind, control and you know, get rid of it. So then we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. We have the World reversed. Okay, let me get this card. And then we have the Page of Coins. So with the Nine of Cups here for October's prediction, good things are coming for you. The Nine of Cups is all about wishes coming true, happiness, emotional happiness. You feel like your emotions are completely fulfilled. Everything in your life, you have good food, good, you know, relationship with your partner, you just feel a 10 out of 10. All your wishes have come true. And so I just want to say, with the month of October, I feel like you're definitely going to be comfortable this month. You're going to feel a little more at ease by the time of the end of the month comes. But for now, I feel like with the Two of Wands, this just goes over what we were talking about in the beginning. You're gonna feel like you're in two different directions. You're ready to go on this path over here, but something still draws you back to that side. So you have one foot in, one foot out. You're not really sure if this is where you're meant to be. You know it's where you want to be, and you know that there's going to be a lot of success. There's so many people rooting for you, but at the same time, you just can't help but think about the past and really wonder, should I really go down this path, or should I stick with something that I know? So that's kind of what you're going to be facing this month. And then we have the World reversed. So with the World reversed, like I said, there's so many opportunities for you. New doors are opening themselves. A new beginning is coming. However, there's a possibility that you could block that chance. There's a possibility that you may do something that you may regret with the Five of Swords. So I'm gonna say that these two cards are kind of like a warning, saying that, you know, you need to make a choice, and hopefully you make the right choice that's meant for you. But just know that you can't stay in this indecision phase. You really do have to make a choice. And I feel like with the win or lose, if you decide to go on this path of the new beginning, it's going to be bittersweet. You're going to love the opportunity, but there's going to be a part of you that, you know, is going to feel sad over what you're leaving. But I feel like if you decide to stay with what you know instead of going with this new beginning, it's also going to be bittersweet, because you're going to be comfortable. It's what you know. You like doing this, but at the same time, you're going to think, well, what if I did go to that path? You know, what could have been? So you have to make a big decision this month of what path you're gonna decide on. If you're gonna stay doing what you've been doing, or if you're gonna open that door, because the world is showing there's so many possibilities for you. The world is opening itself to you, but with this card reversed, you really may not be jumping at the opportunity like you should. And then the Page of Coins, this is just a card of, you know, making some slow movements, and that's what, you know, October may be a bit slow moving because you're really trying to assess the situation and what you should do. So the last card we have is the Six of Wands. Whatever choice you make, you're going to be happy with it in the end. Either way, you're going to be successful in whatever you do. I just feel like each path, like the two paths that you have, they're going to show two different types of success, if that makes sense. So either way, I feel like you're going to be good. Either way, you're going to be set. And it's really up to you to decide if you stay where you are or if you embark on this new journey. But I feel like you're going to be very successful, and people are going to be proud of you nonetheless. I hope that helps. Hello there. If you are here, that means that you have chosen set number 4 for your October 2020 prediction. You have also chosen the stone amethyst. You know what? I'm so sorry if I'm completely butchering how to pronounce this. I'm not sure if it's amethyst. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what the first card is for what tricks or treats may be in store for you this month. So for the first card, we have Mummy. Okay, so with Mummy, it's caption change. So with this card, there's some necessary changes that need to happen this month of October for you. There's something that you've kind of been holding on to. There's a pattern that you've been there's a pattern, there's a routine that you've kind of gotten used to. However, this pattern is no longer working for you. You need to desperately make a change and start doing things a different way. There's something that just really isn't working for you anymore, and you have to kind of switch it up. So let's get into the other cards. We have heart chakra. Okay, so with heart chakra, this is showing, and heart chakra is the 4th chakra that we have, and this is showing that you were experiencing some blockages at the moment with your heart chakra, and what this means is that there's just you're having some blockages. There's some stress that you're having. There's a lot of emotional pain that you're having at the moment. There's a lot of overthinking, and you're just feeling incredibly stressed. And this could mean in matters of the heart. This could be something that's really stressing you out, that's really difficult for you. So when we have the heart chakra, when this chakra is blocked, there's some bad memories that you may be holding on to. There's something that is holding you back, and it has to do with emotions, our love life, our relationships with someone. Now let's see. The best way to get rid of this is that there may be a relationship that you're still holding on to. There may be something that I'm trying to explain this the best way. I feel like that you may be feeling stuck at the moment. You feel stuck in the past over something. There's a relationship or something that you feel that should have been different, and it's really hard for you to let go of it and move on. You feel like there's something that's really over in your life, and the heart chakra is showing that it is over, that it is time for you to move on. And the best way for you to move on for this is to look at, you know, what worked when you were together with this person, or when you were at this job. Whatever it is that's holding on to you emotionally, you have to really look through it, analyze it, and see, you know, what didn't work and what did work, and use that information to move forward. I know that it's so much easier said than done, but a new perspective is really gonna help you to have this heart chakra unblocked. And the longer you hold on to whatever it is that you're holding on to, because this card is showing that there's something that's really affecting you emotionally, and it's really disturbing your sense of peace, and the longer you hold on to this, the more that your heart chakra is going to continue to be blocked, and you really need to let go of the blockage, and it's going to lighten your heart, and it's really going to restore your hope and optimism. You know, you may be holding on to a grudge with someone. This card can indicate that you just feel really hurt. You feel like you can't get over something, and it's really affecting you in a painful way. And this card is just trying to tell you to forgive and forget as best as you can. And so I hope that makes sense. Let's see what other cards we have here. Okay, so we have darkest fears. It seems like there has been something that you've worried about. There's something that you truly feared. And it seems like whatever that fear was has kind of presented itself to you, and that's why your heart chakra is blocked at the moment. You're just shocked by this fear coming into fruition. There's something you may have even told this person your biggest fears, and it seems like they kind of, you know, disappointed you. Those fears have come to life. Whatever you were afraid of happening, whatever you fear deeply, it's kind of presented itself to you during this time, and it's really affecting you deeply. And then we have confront. Okay, so this makes sense with darkest fears. You were confronted with your darkest fear. You were you know, you got to see what you didn't want to. I feel like you've seen something, you were witness to something that you were scared of witnessing. Maybe you may have witnessed someone cheating on you. You may have witnessed someone dying in front of you, or this doesn't even mean a physical death. It could be just a metaphorical death. Something has ended. Something that you feared would happen has actually happened, and it really has broken you down, and this is why your heart chakra is blocked. Something has affected you deeply, and this fear that you have may be rooted from childhood, or it could even mean that whatever has happened. There's something that has happened when you were a child, and it's still something that is affecting you. So also with confront, I also feel like this is something that you need to really assess during this time in your life, during this month, especially in October, whatever it may be. You are meant to confront this at the moment. You're meant to make some changes in your life and really have a huge transformation. Let's see what the next card is. Okay, so now we have throat chakra. This is our 5th chakra. Now with the throat chakra, there's something, now this makes sense with confront. There is something that you're not speaking about. There may be something that you haven't essentially confronted. There's something that you are keeping quiet, and it's really affecting you deeply. You haven't really spoke about it. You may have not told anyone about it. Maybe you have spoken to some people, but you haven't really told them the deep down details. And you may just need a friend to talk to, a shoulder to cry on, or you just may need to scream it out. When our throat chakra is blocked, this means that we are not expressing ourselves. We're not getting the words out. We're not getting it out the way we need to, and we're just keeping it inside. So right now we have your heart chakra is blocked, and you're holding on to a deep fear. You're holding on to something that really affected you deeply, and I can see why. We have this is the 9 of Swords, which is all about our mental space. So whatever has happened to you in the past, it's something that you just can't let go of, and sometimes it just makes you want to scream, and you wish you could talk about it. You haven't been able to. So in order to get your heart chakra unblocked, in order to get your throat chakra unblocked, you really need to sit down and really talk with someone, possibly pursue therapy if you're not already. But you really just need to talk it out, or scream it out, write it out, whatever you can. You can't keep it inside anymore. You have to let it out. It's the only way that you're going to be able to heal. Okay. So the next card we have is the 6 of Wands. And I'm just going to go over the other cards as well. We have the 9 of Wands. So let me put them down. 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is all about communication. It's all about new beginnings in the mental world, in the world of communication. So with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you have to really say what you mean, even if it may come across a little blunt, even if it may come across a bit scathing to other people. You have to let your truth out. You have to speak the truth. You need to let yourself be heard. And I really feel with the throat chakra, you have to say it out. Usually with the Swords card, it could be texting, writing, but I really feel with your throat chakra being blocked, you really need to speak your truth, and you need to talk it out. This could even be through spoken word, where somewhere your voice is being heard. You need to have your voice heard. People need to hear it from you. They can't read it. They need to hear it. And you're really going to get your point across. The Ace of Swords is showing whatever you say, people are going to listen to it, and they're really going to take it all in, you know? And then we have the 8 of Cups. Now this goes back to the Mummy with change, transformation, letting go, and letting go of that routine, that pattern that you're in. Now this the pattern that you're in, this could also be of, you know, not really the pattern of having things happen and then just keeping it inside, whatever it may be. It's really causing you harm. So now with the Eight of Cups, there's with these two cards this month, I feel like the message here is that you need to move on from staying quiet. You need to move on from just kind of sticking to yourself and not talking about things. You need to start talking this month. You need to start putting your plans out there. Speak your truth. Yell it at the top of your lungs, you know. And then the Eight of Cups is telling you to move on from I'm not saying, you know, move on from, well, you have to move on from this thing that's holding you back. But I know that it's going to be hard, but at least taking those first steps, at least, you know, saying out loud that yes, I'm gonna leave, yes, I'm gonna move on, yes, I'm gonna, you know, analyze whatever may have happened, and think about the situation, and I'm gonna speak my truth about it, and then I'm just gonna move forward. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Whatever it is seems scary. Whatever it is definitely worrisome, and it's something that you've been carrying pretty heavily. But just know that you will be successful. You know, better days are coming for you, and people are going to be so proud of you with the Six of Wands. This is just a beautiful card, and it shows that you are going to be on the right path. You already are. People are going to be so proud. And then the last card is the Wheel of Fortune, which shows the wheel is turning in your favor. New beginnings are coming, new opportunities. And once this all happens, by the end of October, you're going to feel like, you know, a breath of fresh air. New beginning. A weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. So I hope that makes sense, and I want to thank you so much. Please let me know in the comments what you think. I hope I've been able to help.